Good evening. Tonight, we are here to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the Philippine American Medical Association of Georgia. I myself could not believe that it has been that long. This is a brainchild of Ludi Villanueva. Our first meeting was with Lou Munsayak, a family practitioner in Lumber City, and myself, and this took place in a bar. The aim was to have an organization for Filipino physicians in the state that would create camaraderie and friendships, and expose our heirs to our Philippine heritage, provide continuing medical education, and then to give back. It is indeed a fitting coincidence that we are celebrating it with the 250th anniversary of the United States, our adopted country, who welcomed us and has allowed us to participate in this grand experiment of freedom, liberty, unlimited opportunities to be successful in our respective fields of endeavor. Indeed, we are thankful to this country, and most of all to God. Since inception, there have been 25 presidents, and this slide shows who they are. Each have served honorably and have contributed to the growth of this organization. Since that time also, members have passed, and we're honoring them tonight. And they are Ludi Villanueva, Lou Munsayak, Cabe Horacio Cabezares, Joe and Linda Porques, Pat and Lorna O'Brien, Pabling and May Tabanera, Roger Pablidi, Victor Bautista, Orlando Balcos, Armando De Hamco, and most recently, Cordén Gorsal and Cayet Dizon. A member who was always the photographer was June David, the photographer of all our missions. Let's have a moment of silence and recognition of these individuals. Thank you. We fostered Philippine heritage in our annual meetings. Our children participated in our annual meeting. They regaled the membership with their skills in musical instruments, songs, and dance. Sports took place, mainly golf, tennis, and bowling, all hotly contested events. Continuing medical education and topics were relevant to a multi-specialty group, utilizing members with special interests as speakers, and also inviting speakers from universities like Georgia and Emory, and others sponsored by the drug companies. And later on, children of members with expertise in their own fields also shared their knowledge. The Hamco Lecture Series was started in honor of Armando De Hamco. Accreditation was obtained. Meetings were held in various sites in Georgia, South Carolina, Florida, and even a cruise was also one of them. These were chosen to promote and foster friendships and be fun. Giving back. We always give back. Scholarships programs initiated by Hal Capuy made possible with a very interested cohort in Cebu who was the shepherd. And about 24 college students in need of financial aid have graduated and became useful members of society. They also gave back. One of them finished engineering and law and has helped us in the legal questions that we have for our organization. Dr. Dom Valbuena, who sponsored students in pharmacy in Manila, and now an ongoing program managed by Christine Amoran in Manila, and the creation of a program for primary grade students in a Christian school in conjunction with the Victoria Avancenia of Fernando Torres Foundation in Cagayan de Oro. All scholars are properly vetted with the help of local interested parties. In times of disasters, a common occurrence in a country that is part of the ring of fire, We have provided financial and food relief in affected areas. Hard-hit islands in the Visayas and Mindanao were recipients. Worth mentioning is the effort of the Kapoys along with other active members in the construction of a school in a typhoon-ravaged island. The Medical Surgical Missions is the flagship program of this organization. It was held every 2 years and lasted 3 to 4 days of actual work. This was initiated by Dr. Lorna O'Brien, and the first mission was in Tagbilaran, Bohol, and the most recent one in Santa Rosa, Laguna. Other sites were Tagupan, Cebu, Orquieta, Dumaguete, Ormoc, Siquijor, Butuan, Cagayan Oro, and Palawan. There may be other sites, but it skips my memory at the moment. The participants of all volunteers utilized their own resources for travel and accommodations. It took a village to hold these missions. Funds raised in the U.S. through the efforts of the Medical Auxiliary, funded by Dr. Grace Bautista, and private donors like John Roulette and others were of tremendous help. MAP International and MedShare provided us with medicines and equipment necessary. Funds were also raised by our local partners seeking ads to local businesses, civic organizations, like the Rotary Clubs, also helped with the logistics and transportation. Local governments also provided security and welcome is in every venue. There has been no adverse events in terms of security in all these venues. The volunteers, most were members, but in almost all missions, there were eager participation of non-member physicians like our colleagues and friends, pediatricians, general and plastic surgeons, anesthesia, and dentists and other specialties. The local community physicians and dentists, most of whom are friends and or classmates and members, also helped us manage the loads of patients in this venue. These missions would not have taken place without our ancillary help, ranging from the nurses Chato, Hermie, Venus, Annie, Irene, Ed, Rosemary, Bernadette, Alma, Mary, and others. Others like June David, who took photos, Beth, who provided anesthesia, Ted and Mercy Ibanez, who kept records. I apologize if some were not mentioned. We treated thousands of patients, which included surgical procedures, dispensed medicines, delivered dental care to countless patients, and even extended care to prisoners in one venue. In each mission, we left our mark, not only with gratified patients, but also surgical supplies, medicines, and equipments for their continued use, and even purchased new ones for them, ranging from anesthesia machines to electrosurgical units. The tremendous feeling of goodwill extended to all and gave us the gratifying feeling of having done good and fulfilling not only our mission, but the God's desire for us to do good unto others. In conclusion, our organization has done well since its founding and has ably performed its mission. The challenge is to continue, but with the dedication that each of the members here have, and with God's help, possibilities are endless. Thank you.